Jumping, that is, Art and Chris Schenkel. But what a morning we had at Blythe Arena. It was rather heartrending for a while for all United States fans who are rooting for our hockey team to perhaps get their first Olympic gold medal in hockey. It was a pulsating game, and here we'll show you exactly what goes on. Now, we're in the third period at this moment, and Czechoslovakia in the dark uniforms is leading the United States 4-3. Until then, you saw the goal by Roger Christian, assisted by his brother Bill Christian at 5:59 of the third period. And now the score is tied. USA 4, Czechoslovakia 4. You can see what a beautiful day it is with the reflection of the Olympic symbol on the ice here at Blythe Arena. Now that ties it up. Now recapping the first two periods, Czechoslovakia scored at the 22nd mark of the first period.
The United States scoring, number 10, Roger Christian, assisted by number 6, William Christian, at 5:59 of the third period. The score now, Czechoslovakia 4, United States 4.
Continuing with the recap, the USA came back in the first period, and the score at the end of the initial period was Czechoslovakia 3, the USA 3. The American goals in the first period by Wendell Olson, Bob McVeigh, and Roger Christian. There was only one score in the second period by Czechoslovakia. And that goal you just saw by Roger Christian ties the count at 4 apiece. Of course, if the United States ties or wins this game, they clinch their first gold medal in Olympic competition, that is for hockey. Slap shot by Mayasic. United States pressing at 4-all. Mayasic again, number 4. Here's Czechoslovakia on the attack. Number 3 is Puck. Now the USA. The score is still 4-all. Bolt, number 13 for Czechoslovakia. United States again. Number 8. Bob McVeigh going in then. Bob Perry trying to tip it in, number 14. Mayasic again. And there is the goal that put the United States ahead. Bob Cleary, number 14. Assisted by John Mayasic on a great slap shot. He hit it in off the rebound of Mayasic's shot at 7:30. Now the United States leads 5-4. There's the belt, got the goal, waiting for the faceoff. Bob Cleary from Westwood, Massachusetts, being congratulated by his brother, number 7, Bill Cleary.
Number 14, Robert Cleary, assisted by number 4, John Mayasic. At 7:40 of the third period, the score now, Czechoslovakia 4, United States 5.
Captain Mark, Czechoslovakia, they did not quit at all. That's Starcy going in, number 8. And we have a penalty coming up here. A rough one for the United States. Talking with the official. John Gerain, the captain, comes over. Number 19 is Golonka for Czechoslovakia in the dark uniform. Number 8 is Starcy. One of the boys over getting another stick, the reason for the delay. John Mayasic, number 4. Here's the penalty.
Robert McVeigh, 2 minutes for holding, 10 minutes misconduct.
So it's rough for the United States right now, leading 5-4. They are a man shy for the next 2 minutes. They were trailing 4-3 going into this final 20-minute period. Number 7, Bill Cleary. Number 16, Weldon Olson out there. Bill Cleary in the corner, trying to waste time if he can with Bob McVeigh in the penalty box. And we have another face-off. Number 11, Pontuchek for Czechoslovakia. Bill Cleary on the face-off. Here's a good rush by Vlastimir Bubnik, number 12 for Czechoslovakia. John McCartan in the net for the United States. They have the extra man, the power play by the Czechs, broken up by John Mayasich. Trying to get out over that blue line. That's Castro with the puck for Czechoslovakia. Bubnik once again. This is a great chance for the Czechs to get back into the hockey game. They trail by a goal. They mentioned they have the extra man. Putsch going back for it, number 5. 16 is Olsen for the United States. Now they're trying to set up the power play again. For the score, the United States leading. That's Starcy, number 8, trying to go all the way for Czechoslovakia. Very alert U.S. defense, John Mayasich and John Kirain. Bubnik again with the puck. Here he is. Very fine hockey player for Czechoslovakia, as you can see. Center blocked off by the hard checking of Bill Cleary. You see by the reflection of the sun on the ice, it's a gorgeous day here. As Chris and Art Devlin and Walter Cronkite, we've all told you. 5 is Putsch. Now that buzzer means that the first half of the 20-minute period is over. Renault Dauphine will continue with this exclusive television coverage of the 8th Olympic Winter Games of Squaw Valley, California. Continuing with the hockey game now. Czechoslovakia trailing 5-4. The penalty almost over to Bob McVeigh. Vladimir Nadikol in the net for Czechoslovakia. Don't forget they led going into this period 4-3. United States now leads 5-4. Number 6, Bill Christian on the faceoff. Pavola keeps it in. Czechoslovakia on the attack. Good shot is wide. And John McCartan hung onto the puck, so we'll have a faceoff in U.S. territory. Was close. Right across in front again. And it's
due to operating difficulties, the video portion of the Winter Games has been temporarily interrupted. Please stand by. We'll continue with the audio portion.
A win here will clinch the first Olympic hockey gold medal for the U.S. Number 3, John Kirain, the United States captain from Brookline, Massachusetts. Bob Cleary waiting for the face-off. Number 19, Galanka on the face-off with Bob. Nadikol, another save. And we have a penalty coming up here on Czechoslovakia on Rudolf Putsch for interference at 11:01 of this final period.
Rudolf Putsch at 11:05. Correction, at 11:01 of the third and final period. 2 minutes interference.
Due to operating difficulties, the video portion of the Winter Games from Squaw Valley has been interrupted. We will continue broadcasting the audio portion. Please stand by.
Brother Bob, along with Bob McVeigh. John Carrain at the point. Comes out towards the blue line, came over, so we have an offside called on the United States with the face-off down in their end of the rink. United States leading by a score of 5-4. They have the extra man, a very fine opportunity here to really clinch this hockey game. On the face-off, it is Bob Cleary against Block. From the face-off, it's Johnny Mayasich carrying the puck. A power play coming up, broken up by the alert Czechoslovakian defense. Circling is Bill Cleary. He still has it. Back to the point position, slap shot by Carrain, and it's tipped in. It was tipped in or on the rebound by Bob Cleary. Number 14, John Carrain, number 3. Number 10 coming in is Roger Christian. And the United States leads 6-4. That was the second goal of the day for Bob Cleary, assisted by his brother Bill and Captain John Carrain. That's Bob waiting for the face-off. These two brothers, Bob Cleary and Bill Cleary, from Massachusetts, and we have two other brothers, Bill Christian and Roger Christian. 6 and 10 are their numbers from Warrod, Minnesota.
United States
Here's the
scoring.
announcement.
Number 14, Robert Clary, assisted by number 7, William Clary, and number 3, John Carrain.
That makes the score 6-4 now, waiting for the face-off. Pantuchek in the dark jersey for Czechoslovakia with Bob Cleary. Castor, number 4, for Czechoslovakia. Bill Cleary has it. Shot just wide. Bob Cleary coming in.
Czechoslovakia 4.
The power play once more. Goes over to Mayasich, a slap shot. Just wide. Bill Cleary on the rebound, number 7. Out towards the blue line. Mayasich again. Tries a hard one. And it's a took it in by Roger Christian, number 10. His third goal, or as we say in hockey, the hat trick, assisted by Johnny Mayasich and Bill Cleary. The time, 12:04, and John McCartan, the goalie, comes way out of the nest to congratulate him. That makes the score 7-4 for the United States. Bob Cleary on the face-off once again with Pantuchek. Castor with a puck,
United
number 4.
States scoring. Number 10, Roger Christian, assisted by number 4, John Mayasich, and number 7, William Cleary, at 12:04 of the third period. The score now, Czechoslovakia 4, United States 7.
Don't forget the U.S. has an extra man with Putch in the penalty box for interference. Czechoslovakia. Bob Cleary with a puck to brother Bill. Now I want you to watch this. I believe this is the play. Watch Bill Cleary all the way, breaks through, fakes the goalie, puts it in, right by Nautical. Unassisted goal by Bill Cleary, and the score is 8-4. There's Bill. The United States has scored 3 goals in 67 seconds. Well, the United States was trailing 4-3 going into this final period. A dramatic 6-goal splurge clinched the first Olympic gold medal in hockey for the USA. The USSR Canada game later today doesn't make any difference whatsoever. There was another goal scored by Roger Christian later in the game, which didn't mean too much, just another sweetener, and the score was 9-4. A rather interesting sidelight on the game, the United States having played that tough game yesterday against Russia, which they won by a score of 3-2, and today they came back to beat Czechoslovakia to clinch it. After this message, we'll return with gold medal award winners and more of the Winter Olympic Games from Squaw Valley, California.
This is Walter Cronkite back at our CBS TV anchor position, and boy, oh boy, these Winter Olympics have come right down to the wire in a dramatic race for second place in the unofficial team standings. Russia has, of course, cinched first place. It has lapped the field with a total of 20 medals and points achieved in the other three positions. Let us point out again how the unofficial point standings, which are completely unofficial, the Olympic Committee itself says that this is a individual contest only for the medals. But, of course, everyone follows how each nation is doing, and the athletes themselves have a sense of that participation. 10 points are given for a gold medal, 5 for a silver medal, 4 for a bronze medal, and then for 4th, 5th, and 6th place, 3, 2, and 1 points. Well, the United States, by winning that hockey game that you just saw a moment ago, cinched its third gold medal of the games, got an additional 10 points, and shot from its 5th position, which it had before that hockey game, to 2nd at 71 points. But that position cannot be held, and the United States cannot possibly come in 2nd. It must come in 3rd in these games, barring only a tie, perhaps this afternoon, because Sweden and Germany, here running for this position in 2nd place, play hockey this afternoon for 5th and 6th places in hockey. They will get 2 or 1 points, depending on whether they win or lose that game. And either one of these teams, by winning, gets 71.5 points and moves into 2nd place, just a half a point ahead of the United States. If it's a tie, however, then we'd have to recompute how that comes out. But at any rate, the United States seems to be able to hold its 2nd position only until that hockey game, the very last event on this 1960 Olympic program. Now let's go down to Chris Schenkel.
Okay, Walter. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Squaw Valley, the Alpine events held a great deal of the spotlight during the past 12 or 14 days. The men's slalom, one of the most thrilling of Alpine events, I covered it on Wednesday. Adrien Duvillard is at the top, some 8,028 feet above the valley floor, which is 6,000, and Duvillard is on his way. This slalom, they run 2 courses. This is the first course.
We're now down at the gold medal award winning area with the Tower of Nations in the background and the Olympic torch. In just a few moments, we're going to have a gold medal assembly of many of the winners of gold medals here at the 8th Winter Olympics at Squaw Valley. The Marine Band is ready. We have a very fine choir here today. Dramatic ending to the Winter Olympic Games. It really has been something, and Chris, I certainly enjoyed watching that slalom. Also, the 80-meter jumping today. I guess it really gave me a great big boot with that hockey game this morning when the United States clinched their first Olympic gold medal in hockey. We've been blessed with great competition from many nations, and there is the signal for the beginning of the gold medal assembly.
Cérémonie Olympique Spéciale, with music by the United States Marine Band of Washington, D.C., the President's own, Colonel Albert Shepard, Director, Captain James B. King, Assistant Director, conducting, and saluting the medal winners of the 8th Olympic Winter Games. Introducing the champions. Håkon Brusbeen of Norway, 15-kilometer cross-country champion olympique. Roald Ost, Norway, men's 1,500-meter speed skating. Knut Johannesson of Norway, men's 10,000-meter speed skating. Jack Kerrane of the United States, captain of the hockey team, champion olympique. Anne Hegbite of Canada, ladies slalom, champion olympique. Carol Heiss of the United States, ladies figure skating, champion olympique. Barbara Wagner of Canada, pairs figure skating, champion olympique. Bob Paul of Canada, pairs figure skating, champion olympique. Roger Staub of Switzerland, men's giant slalom, champion olympique. Yvonne Dweg of Switzerland, ladies slalom, champion olympique. Ernst Hinterseer of Austria, men's downhill, champion olympique. And finally, Lydia Slobokova of Russia, two-time gold medal winner, champion olympique. And now, the Ode Triumphant by the United States Marine Corps Band and the Caltech Glee Club, honoring the Olympic champions. Ladies and gentlemen, this ends today's special ceremony honoring the Olympic champions. The victory ceremonies for today's two events will be staged here at 3:15, and the closing ceremony will follow the victory ceremony.
Valley, California. Bernal Delphine will continue with this exclusive television coverage of the 8th Olympic Winter Games at Squaw Valley, California. Remember, but... Well, we have some of the gold medal award winners here. First in the ladies slalom, a very attractive young lady from Canada, as you can see by a beautiful outfit here, Anne Heckvate from Ottawa. And Anne, what has been the reaction back home with your win?
Oh, well, I guess everybody's very happy. I certainly received a lot of telegrams and everything.
Now, what are you going to do now? Any more skiing this year?
No, I'm not. I'd like to have a nice rest now. I think I've lost too much weight. I have to
get back. Well, it's only been a great physical strain, hasn't it?
It has. We started training very early this year.
And congratulations. Have a good trip home.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me for passing in front of you, but here's the gentleman from Arosa, Switzerland, Roger Staub. And Roger, when are you going home?
I think we go to Sun Valley first, and then we go back to Stowe, Vermont, and back home.
Well, they have to stay in Arosa. You heard from anybody in your hometown?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Happy?
Oh, surely.
Anything better in skiing than this?
Oh, no.
This is the best.
Yeah.
Have a good trip, Roger. Thank you very much. And Carol?
How are you?
Oh, I am great. Now, what's up for you now?
I leave tomorrow morning for Vancouver, and we have the World Championships on Tuesday.
And can you get yourself up, do you think, for the World Championships after winning the gold medal here?
I hope so. We've been practicing the last 3 days. It's kind of hard because you usually have a letdown, especially after the Olympic Championship.
I would think so, but it certainly was very dramatic, and I think if it weren't for the figure skating and our hockey players, we wouldn't have any gold medals at all, would we?
That's right.
Gee, I'm sorry David couldn't be here, but I believe he had to go.
He had to go back to Western Reserve for medical school.
They're going to give you quite a reception back in New York City?
Yes, so far they're planning a ticket tape parade.
They are? I didn't know that, really?
Yes, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, Carol, hope to see you back in New York City.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Well, here are two fellows that I'm mighty proud of. Jack Currain here, who is captain of our hockey team that won the first gold medal, and his coach, Jack Riley. And both you fellows a little let down now, Jack?
Well, I don't know. I still can't believe it. It's a great thrill.
Boy, you had us all worried in that game with trailing 4-3 going into the last period.
Well, we never were an early ball club. We always seem to come around in that last period, and we sure did it today.
Jack Riley, the coach over here, what's been the reaction from Massachusetts?
Well, we haven't heard too much yet, Bud, but I'd like to tell you an interesting incident in today's game. At the end of the second period, we were losing 4-3, and the team really wasn't playing up to its capabilities. And the captain of the Russian hockey team came in our dressing room before he took the ice for the...
You mean Nick Sologubov?
That's right. And Sologubov told us we should try some oxygen, which we had never used out here before. And Sologubov plus our trainer, Benny Bettini, brought the oxygen in. The boys used it. We went out and scored 6 goals in the third period to cinch the championship.
Well, Jack, it must be. Well, let me ask Jack Currain here. You had that big game with Russia yesterday, which you won. Wait a minute. What do you got here, anyway?
Bud, we couldn't let all these people down. These are only a few of the telegrams.